the Lego Batman movie. It's the first of the many Lego spin-offs. Is it any good? Let's find out. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review the Lego Batman movie. So, the Lego Batman movie stars Will Arnett, Michael Cera, Ralph Fiennes, Rosario Dawson, and Zach Galifianakis. And what this film is about, it's basically, your typical, Batman plot. Batman's gotta, stop the villains of, Gotham City and all of that. But also at the same time, he's dealing with this dilemma of, not having a family. But here's the thing, he doesn't want to admit it, and kind of just pushes in some way everyone that's around him. And it definitely plays into it a lot, which I won't get into too much because now I'll get into spoiler territory. But, so yeah, that's the basic premise of this movie. So, what did I think of the Lego Batman movie? Now, I went to the Lego Batman movie with some high expectations, actually. I was really looking forward to it because, I did love the Lego movie. The Lego movie was one of the best movies of 2014. It was just a great animated film. I absolutely loved it. And this was going to be the first spin-off movie of the Lego movie. And it's revolving around what I thought was one of the best elements of the Lego movie, Batman. So I was very excited to see this movie. And I will say that, yeah, the Lego Batman movie is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved the Lego Batman movie. It is a great animated film, and, this movie does spoof Batman, like, a lot. It really does spoof Batman, but it also honors his legacy in a fantastic way, and that's what I love about this movie. So, let's get into the positives with the film. Let's get into what I loved about this movie. First being the voice acting in this movie. The voice acting was absolutely phenomenal in this movie. I absolutely loved the voice acting in this film. Will Arnett, of course, as Bruce Wayne / Batman. He does a great job. He does such a great job of playing this version, of the Caped Crusader, where he's just a narcissist. He's so full of himself, and it's awesome. And Will Arnett does a great job of playing this version of Batman. I absolutely loved him in this movie. Now, probably my favorite character, probably the one that made me laugh the most in this entire movie, was Michael Cera as Dick Grayson / Robin. Now, when I saw the trailers to this movie last year and saw that they were going to make fun of Robin so much, I was like, yes, because if you guys know me, I hate the Robin character with a burning passion. I think he's an overrated, terrible character. So the fact that I saw that they were going to make fun of his character in this movie, I was like, yes, and it was glorious. I loved it. And Michael Cera does such a great job in this movie as Robin. And you want to know what's the sad thing? This is probably the best incarnation we've seen of the character on, film. On film. Seriously, this is probably the best incarnation we've seen of the character. And he was fantastic. I absolutely loved him in this movie. And yeah, Michael Cera was perfect. I absolutely loved him. Ralph Fiennes as, Alfred, great. That was perfect. He was so enjoyable in this movie. I loved him in the film. Ralph Fiennes did such a great job as, Alfred. I really enjoyed him in the movie. Rosario Dawson was really good too as Barbara Gordon. I really enjoyed her as well. I thought she did a very great job as well. So yeah, Rosario Dawson was really good. And Zach Galifianakis as the Joker. He was great. I loved him as the Joker. He did such a great job in this movie. And the stuff that happens with Batman and the Joker in this movie was fantastic. I was dying of laughter. Seriously, it was great what they did with him and with, Batman and the Joker in this movie. And Zach Galifianakis did such a fantastic job in this movie as the Joker. So, yeah. Next up, the animation. The animation with this film is absolutely great. I love the animation with this film. Definitely looks really beautiful and really great with this movie. They do really capture the world of Gotham City in Lego form so perfectly. It is so great to look at when, they get the whole, atmosphere of Gotham City in Lego form. It's fantastic. I absolutely love that. Just the animation was fantastic with this movie. It definitely was. Absolutely loved the animation with the Lego Batman movie. The comedy in this movie, the humor works 100% in this movie. There was never a time where I felt like this movie, was like where the laughs didn't, like where a joke happened and and I didn't laugh. Like there was never a time in this moment in this movie where they made a joke and I didn't laugh. Like seriously, the jokes work 100% in this movie. I absolutely thought this movie was absolutely hysterical. I was belly laughing at a lot of points in this movie. Like seriously, there was some really great humor and like kind of like pulls and some tugs to some, Batman stuff. I just absolutely loved the humor with this movie. And speaking of that stuff with with Batman, I absolutely loved the references that they made to like Batman stuff in general. Like I said before, they do spoof Batman, but they do honor his legacy in a lot of ways in this movie. And of course I won't spoil how they do it, but I will say this. It was great references to some old stuff with Batman, and it was just so fantastic. I absolutely love the references and just the little tugs that they pull with Batman. It's just great. I absolutely love that. If you're a huge Batman fan, you're gonna go crazy for all these references that are in this movie. Like seriously, the references in this film are absolutely great, and I absolutely love them in this movie. The soundtrack was actually really good too. I really like the soundtrack with this movie. Like they even have some original songs written for this film. Like there was one in the beginning where it was like Batman. Like it was great. I absolutely loved the soundtrack with this movie. It absolutely worked in my eyes. I absolutely loved the soundtrack with this film. The writing's really good. I thought the writing was really solid with this movie as well. Some fantastic writing. The directing is really good too. I absolutely love the directing with this film. So really solid directing in my eyes. And the pacing is really good for the most part. I really do think this movie moves at a pretty good pace, honestly. The movie's an hour and 44 minutes, and it really moved at a very nice, natural pace in my eyes. So yeah. Now, the only issue that I do have with the Lego Batman movie is that towards the end, it does drag a little bit. Like, towards the end, it does drag just a tiny bit. Like, a tiny bit. It just drags a little bit, and, I was like, okay, you could pick it up in some ways. But it was just a tiny bit. It dragged a little bit in my eyes towards the end, and that's really the only issue I can give this movie. Because besides that, this is a fantastic animated film. If you haven't seen this yet, please go out and see it. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's time for my official grade on the Lego Batman movie. And my official grade on the Lego Batman movie is an A. Absolutely love this film. It's such a fantastic animated film. Definitely a great first spin-off for the Lego movie. We're getting a couple of these. We got a Lego Ninjago movie coming out later this year. So it was definitely a great spin-off to the Lego movie. I absolutely loved it. And as a Batman movie in general, it was just fantastic. So yeah, I absolutely loved the Lego Batman movie. Definitely deserves an A. So what did you guys think of the Lego Batman movie? Leave it in the comment section below. And I'm FilmFan0599, and we'll see you all later. Peace.